What you're going to see next is a cross-section of some of the girls that come to Girl Geek Dinners. Hopefully you're going to get to hear a little bit about their experiences, what they get from Girl Geek Dinners, and more importantly, what they want from the future.
I'm a software engineer at Google Sydney.
I'm the Director of Operations at the ADA Initiative, and I'm also a PhD student at Macquarie Uni.
My name's Zenith Geisler and I run a website.
Katie Bell. I'm a software engineer here at Google.
I'm a PhD student at the University of Wollongong looking at gender equality and human rights in the Asia Pacific.
So the first Girl Geek Dinner here in Sydney was organised and ran by Damana Madden from ThoughtWorks.
I went to the very first one when Damana Madden organised it.
Came to the first one because I'd heard I should meet her and she would be fun to hang out with, that kind of thing.
So I think this is my fourth, could be my fifth.
Maybe 10 or 12.
Oh, a lot. I've been coming for about 3 years now, I think.
I've made a lot of great contacts. Even just the Twitter feed is really great to meet other people in my industry.
So really what it's about is to encourage women to join technologically based industries, to encourage each other in their careers and really network and expand their social boundaries.
The talks tend to be really interesting. I always find stuff out, they're useful, they're short and sharp.
It's about meeting other women who are also in IT to sort of share that bond of being a minority.
It was pretty difficult for me to meet people outside of work that I can really connect with.
I do prefer the company of geeks and the fact that the only geeks I know are males.
Yeah, it's a chance to meet women who are geeks, which is not something you necessarily have all that much access to in day-to-day life.
Because often it feels a little bit alone when you're surrounded by guys and you don't have that sort of interaction with women that you would normally get.
Because there's a community of really smart, interesting, lively, passionate women that, why wouldn't you want to come and hang out with them? I always learn something new.
I was introduced to Girl Geek Dinner and fell in love. I've met some great people and made some great friends.
Good networking event, but also the speakers always have something interesting and different to say than your regular event.
And I used to be a dev as well, so to see, I love the talks where you get a female talking about something really, really goofy. HTML5, bring it on. I want to see something really techy and really goofy.
It's not very well known, but women will often choose to study cheaper subjects at university.
So the numbers of women graduates from IT degrees has actually been falling since the late 80s.
They don't want to take on the heavy debt loading that science and engineering have with them.
Women participating in open source are somewhere between 1.5% and about 5% of total open source contributors.
We need to know that there are problems and ways to fix them, and events like this are a great way of telling people that.
I think events like this have a real chance to sort of try and turn that tide around a bit.
A lot of female UTS IT students are really into this. So you're getting more of them coming through, they're more confident about coming to these things, getting involved in the industry, getting to know people in the industry. So getting to work in the industry and stay in it.
No, boys are not banned. The goal is that it would be a place for women who are generally underrepresented in IT to kind of feel really comfortable. So the only rule is that the boys have to come with a girl.
I brought one of the boys. He's an honorary geek girl, really, I swear. Yeah.
My vision for Girl Geek Dinners, Sydney. And it's a bit of a pie in the sky dream, but if we don't talk about it now, it's never going to happen. What I want to see is an international Girl Geek Dinners. At the moment, we're currently in all the international cities in the world, and I would love for us to be able to get together and network in one room with all different nationalities together. I just think the ideas, the networking that would come from that could just actually change the way our tech world is for the better.